Good evening, and you're watching Snappy News with Ewura Esi. The headlines: Bagbin sworn in as Speaker of 8th Parliament. Akufo-Addo sworn in as Ghana's president for a second term. Carlos Ahenkorah apologizes for snatching ballot papers in Speaker of Parliament election. Customers to be credited with free units by ECG following government COVID relief. On the international front, Trump supporters stormed the United States Capitol. Now let's get into the news. Former Member of Parliament for Naduli Kaliu, Alvan Sumani Bagbin, has been sworn in as the Speaker of the 8th Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Chief Justice Esi Uncensored conducted the swearing-in, taking Bagbin through the required oath. Also elected per consensus are Mr. Joseph Osei-Wusu, the MP for Bekwai as First Deputy Speaker, and Mr. Andrew Esiama Amwako, Independent MP for Fomena as Second Deputy Speaker. Bagbin has been in Parliament since the advent of the Fourth Republic and has served virtually in all positions available in the House. The clerk to Parliament, Mr. Cyril Insia, declared Bagbin winner after an election process characterized by a ballot snatching incident, a military intervention over disputes on how voting should proceed, and near fistfights over certain arrangements. The National Democratic Congress nominated him for the post, while the New Patriotic Party nominated the immediate past speaker, Professor Mike Okwe. Bagbin, who is a politician as well as a lawyer, was born on September 24, 1957, at Sombo in the Upper West region of Ghana. He is a graduate of the University of Ghana and the Ghana School of Law, and also holds an executive master's in governance and leadership from the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration. The President of Ghana has hence congratulated the new Speaker of Parliament and also pledged his readiness to work with him in the advancement of Ghana's development by saying, "I want to assure you of my wholehearted determination to work with you to advance the peace, progress, and prosperity of the Ghanaian people." President-elect Akufo-Addo has been sworn into office for a second four-year term as President of the Republic of Ghana. The Chief Justice Esi Uncensored conducted the swearing-in, taking him through the required oath. President Akufo-Addo was given the mandate to govern Ghana for the next 4 years from January 7, 2021 to January 6, 2025, following the declaration by the Electoral Commission that he was the winner of the presidential election held on Monday, the 7th of December 2020. Akufo-Addo, who contested the election on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party, won with 6,730,413 votes, which represents 51.295% of the total valid votes cast. His closest competitor, John Dramani Mahama from the National Democratic Congress, got 6,214,889 votes, representing 47.366%. The total valid votes cast was 13,434,574, representing 79% of the total registered voters. The president began his second term yesterday by promising to preoccupy himself with the building of pathways that will create jobs for young people. He said the last 4 years had taught him that Ghanaians will no longer accept poverty and deprivation as their portion, but were rather determined to work to chart a path of growth and development for themselves. He said, establishing a strong economy and undergoing structural transformation to value-added activities, which will generate jobs for our young people and enhance their living standards, will be the main preoccupation of my second term. President Akufo-Addo said this in his inaugural address after he had taken the oath of allegiance and the presidential oath, administered by the Chief Justice, Justice Esi Uncensored, before Parliament on the precinct of Parliament House. Seeing that this week is a week of swearing-ins, another person who was sworn in is Dr. Bawumia. He was sworn into office for a second four-year term as Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. Dr. Bawumia was administered the oath of office by Chief Justice of Ghana on the 7th of January 2021 at the inauguration ceremony of President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo in Parliament. The Member of Parliament for Tema West, Carlos Ahenkorah, has apologized for his actions which almost marred the election of the Speaker of Parliament on Thursday. According to him, some irregularities which accompanied the voting process caused him to act in the manner in which he did. In a Facebook post on Friday, Mr. Ahenkorah, in apologizing for his action, explained that the NPP in me couldn't be controlled. I must say, I am heartbroken and dejected. We've not seen the end of this yet. With this success, they will tell us what they want and what they don't in Parliament because the whip system has been compromised. This is so sad. I'll die for my party any day. I did it for the grassroots who relied on us in power to survive, the president who needs some peace to run the country, and the greater NPP party as a whole because we cannot always allow the NDC to threaten and vilify us. I apologize though to my family and friends both far and near who may be affected by my actions. The NPP in me couldn't be controlled. I apologize, but I tried, he wrote.
Let's get a camera. Let's go. Let's bring our audience to what is happening.
Following President Akufo-Addo's directive on the extension of COVID-19 electricity relief for Ghanaians, the Electricity Company of Ghana has published guidelines for its implementation. As part of the relief announced by the President in his 21st COVID-19 updates to the nation on Sunday, 3rd January 2021, the government will continue to absorb 100% electricity bills for Lifeline customers for the next 3 months, that is from January to March 2021. In a press release, the ECG said Lifeline customers who use smart prepaid meters will be automatically credited with their free Lifeline units for January, February, and March, while customers who use non-smart prepaid meters will have to swipe their cards in their meters before visiting vending points to recharge in order to receive their free units each month. For postpaid customers, their bills for January, February, March 2021 will indicate the government's absorption of their Lifeline consumption. The statement further stressed that the ECG was committed to implementing the President's directive. Management wishes to assure Lifeline customers and stakeholders that it's resolved to implement this directive to the latter. Customers are advised to contact ECG district officers with any challenge for a resolution, the statement added. Now moving on to news that made headlines on the international front. A day that began with thousands of President Trump's supporters in Washington engaging in demonstrations turned violent as many in attendance saw Wednesday as a last stand for Trump because Congress was set to confirm that President-elect Joe Biden won the election. Trump, who lost the popular and electoral college vote, continues to dispute the election results without evidence and has encouraged his supporters to attend the rallies. He took the stage about noon to roaring crowds, falsely claiming he had won the election. Later at the U.S. Capitol, many people pushed past police who were trying to block them from entering the building as lawmakers inside debated counting electoral college votes, confirming Biden's victory. A mob was able to breach security and successfully enter the building, where one person was shot and later died. The FBI issued a public call on Thursday for tips and digital media, which would help them identify rioters who invaded the Capitol Wednesday afternoon and vandalized the historic landmark. Meanwhile, Trump has since conceded defeat 2 months after election loss.
The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. To those who engaged in the acts of violence and destruction, you do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay. We have just been through an intense election and emotions are high, but now tempers must be cooled and calm restored. Now Congress has certified the results. A new administration will be inaugurated on January 20th. My focus now turns to ensuring a smooth, orderly, and seamless transition of power. This moment calls for healing and reconciliation. 2020 has been a challenging time for our people. A menacing pandemic has upended the lives of our citizens. To the citizens of our country, serving as your president has been the honor of my lifetime. And to all of my wonderful supporters, I know you are disappointed, but I also want you to know that our incredible journey is only just beginning. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
We've come to the end of today's edition of Snappy News with Ewura Esi. This week has been full of activities and events, but I do hope these few news items help you in catching up with everything that happened this week. My name is Ewura Esi. Thanks for watching and have a good evening.